Hey, if you are new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. Today's video, I'll be showing you how to attach your wig tags and your combs to your cap. This is the cap I will be using, my favorite cap. These are the wig tags I will be using. If you need a wig tag vendor, I do have one for sale, so I will link that in the description box below for all wig makers. So when I sew on my wig tags, I sew them on the inside of the cap. I will show you. I've seen a lot of different ways, but this is my way and this is what works best for me. This is the area I sew the wig tag on, but I sew it on the inside of the cap, right in between those two lines, right there. These are my settings. My tension is at 4. My needle position is in the middle, and my width is at 4. My length is between 2 and 3, and my stitching is straight. So now I just attach the wig tag to the cap. Let me zoom in for y'all a little bit so y'all can see the needle action. And before you start, make sure that the needle is in the cap, like through the cap. It'll make it easier for you to sew in a straight line. And make sure the needle is in the cap, like you just seen me do, before you turn the cap. We are going to be turning the cap in a whole 360. This is what works for me, again, and it's easier. It's way easier than any other way I've seen, to be honest. So we are just going to just sew in a straight line, and when I get to every corner, I drop my needle in the cap, I turn it, and then I drop my footer back down and get to sewing. This literally would take like 10 seconds, literally, if I didn't have to stop and everything. But yeah, make sure your needle is in the cap. It'll make it easier when you're turning so the cap doesn't go everywhere. Trust me, just trust me on this, okay? So now once we get to the end, we are going to reverse stitch just to secure that thread before we cut it. And when you cut it, make sure you cut as close to the cap as possible so there aren't any loose strands just hanging around chilling. You don't want that. And single stitch just looks so much neater to me. I just love it. This is how it looks. It's just so neat. This is how the inside looks. So neat. We are going to now sew on the clip. The clip will be covering some of my logo, but I'm not too upset about that. Make sure you switch your settings to zigzag, and then let's sew. Make sure to sew slow because I have broken so many needles. So make sure you are moving slow. Just be sure to take your time. Doing this always gives me anxiety because I just hate breaking needles. So have some on hand, on standby, just in case. But that is how I do that. Hopefully you learned something from this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video.